Once again, and I am back with another video. So today's video, like, I have been really kind of venturing out into different makeup products that I haven't grabbed for in a long time or picked up from the store in a long time. Like, I was a complete MAC girl. I've been wearing MAC since 1994 when MAC first came to San Diego where I was at. I wore their MAC Studio Fix foundation powder, and at the time that's what I liked to wear. However, now I have graduated and moved on to liquid foundations, but at the time I really liked powdered foundation, so I wore that all the time, along with the lip gloss, along with the lip colors, along with the chestnut lip pencil, the eyeshadows, concealer. I was a complete MAC girl, let's just hands down, that's just what it was. So now I am going back into grabbing some of the MAC products. MAC has come out with the new concealers, the 24-hour Studio Fix concealers, and they've also come back out with their Studio Fix Fluid Foundation, which they have extended the shade range to 60 shades. Yes, I said 60 shades. So I grabbed a couple of these. This foundation, let me just start out by saying this is one of my all-time favorite foundations when I started using liquid foundations, because this foundation photographs beautifully. It looks beautiful on camera. It's a gorgeous foundation in person, and it lasts all day, like all day. I have a lot of problems sometimes with matte foundations separating right in here, and this is probably the only matte foundation that I have that does not separate like that. This is in the shade NC50, which I thought was a perfect shade for me, and in the concealer I have the shade NC45, which is a little bit too light, but that's okay because we're gonna make it work today. I'm probably gonna use a little bit of my Cover FX Power Play concealer underneath it, because it's a little bit more skin-like, and it's a little bit more skin-like, and I will probably use this one on top just to highlight a little bit more. So let's get into this video. Alright, so I am going to prime my face today. I've been feeling a little bit dry lately. Like, I exfoliated today, but I had like dry patches on my face, which not make me happy in times. So I'm gonna put a little bit of the MAC Strobe Cream just to kind of give my face a little bit of luminosity. And also, this is a matte foundation, so it's a matte foundation, but it doesn't leave you looking dry. Like, it doesn't adhere to dry patches, if that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense or not, but I love this stuff. So I'm gonna go in with the MAC Strobe Cream in the shade Pink Light, and I'm just gonna use a little bit of that just for a little bit of extra hydration. And I'm also gonna use my Tatcha I'm gonna use a little bit of my Tatcha Silk Canvas primer as well. I just like a little bit of extra luminosity to the skin, and I love the way that this makes my skin look, because it really just kind of adds light to the skin, and I'm about that. So if you see me looking, I kind of changed a little bit of my setup a little bit. So if you see me looking over this way, my mirror is over this way now, and it's just it felt like it was just a better place to put it. So like I said, I was gonna go in with the Tatcha Silk Canvas, if I can open it, which I'm having a hell of a time. Okay, I'm just gonna grab a little bit so I can just slide that on my areas where I got pores and textures. I'm not even gonna get a lot. Grabbed about this much, which is probably too much from what I want to do with it, but that's okay. We're gonna make it work today. And I like to warm this primer up in my fingers a little bit and then kind of press it into the skin where I have texture and whatnot, and where I'm just trying to blur out that, because texture I definitely am wanting to blur that out. Whew. And I got a finger cramp. And I also like to use it down in this area. I always continuously have texture in that area. And make sure we get in those smile lines. Alright, so we're gonna go in, we're gonna go in with the MAC Studio Fix Fluid Foundation. And like I said, this foundation has 60 shades, so it's very inclusive. The shade that I'm in, I don't know if I said that or not, but the shade that I'm in is NC50. I felt like I couldn't really find the perfect shade for me. This is as close as I could find in perfect. But I tried like 3 different shades in order to get what I thought would be a perfect shade. You hear that fan? Sorry. So I am going to blend this in with the NYX foundation brush, which is what I use all the time. And I'm going to spray it with my Fix Plus as well. And I'm just going to just sweep this over my skin. And this is a full coverage foundation. And I'm just telling you, like, this is a foundation that I continuously repurchase because it just, I know if I'm going for an event or if I'm going out somewhere special, I know that this is a foundation that I'm probably going to gravitate towards just because it gives you a flawless application. So I have completely went ahead and applied the foundation, which I think it looks really good color wise and everything. I think it worked out good, the NC50 did. So I'm going to go ahead and apply the concealer as well. They came out with, I believe, 40 shades for the 40 shades, I believe, for the concealer. But if I'm not right, I will go ahead and link what it is in the description box below. But I believe they went in with 40. So I'm going to go in with, like I said, my Cover FX first, because it's just a little bit too bright, the NC45. And I would recommend that if you're going to get this concealer and you're wanting it to, it's not the same as the other Studio Fix, the cream one. I used to use NC42 in that one, and I went up to an NC45, but I feel like if I go up to an NC50, it's not going to give me highlighting like I want. So I really like this concealer though. So, and I'm just going to blend this out with a damp beauty blender, and I'm going to spray a little bit of Fix Plus on it. I spray Fix Plus on everything. That's definitely a MAC product that I just cannot go without. Oh my gosh, this just blends out like a dream. And it looks really pretty. As you can see, that's my phone. So, yeah, I like it. I like the finish. I like the overall. I think I'm gonna go in a little bit more with the Studio Fix concealer, just right in here where I have just a little bit of extra darkness. I just want to kind of brighten that up just a bit. So I'm gonna set my makeup, do the rest of my face, be right back and tell you my overall thoughts and comments on the MAC Studio Fix foundation and the Studio Fix concealer. I'll be right back. So, okay, I am done with the overall look. Man, I'm telling you, this foundation has me looking flawless AF. Period, point blank. Like, this is a foundation that I will always reach for, especially if I'm going to an event where they're taking photographs. I want my foundation to look flawless AF, and this is going to get me there. The concealer, I do like the concealers a lot. They are pretty interesting. They go on kind of wet, which I kind of like that. It is a little bit of a thick formula, but it's a thick, wet formula, if that makes any sense. Like, I don't know. But it works. So, I do like this. I would recommend it. It's only $22 and it doesn't creep into my fine lines, which I find that a big deal for me. So, yeah, I would say spend the coin on this because, and definitely on the Studio Fix foundation, because yeah, I would say spend the coin for sure. So if you guys have not already subscribed to my channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you're new, my name is Tonia. I do makeup review videos for women over 40, and I also do wig review videos, which I will link some of those if you're interested in the description box below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys and I thank you so much. You could have went to anyone else's video, but you came here. So thank you guys, and I will see you in my next one. Peace.